Hi class. I wanted to do a quick video about what the expectation is when it comes to Commonplace journals. So you'll find your first Commonplace journal assignment here in Module 1. Commonplace journals are going to be your homework for this class. And it is worth understanding what their purpose is and how to do them correctly to ensure that you maximize points earned in this course. I tend to get a lot of questions about these journals, and so I think it would be helpful to walk you through what I'm looking for with this assignment. Before we begin, I do want to say that I have included a lot of this information on the syllabus. However, I thought it might be helpful to include all this information in the assignment submission page as well. So, you will be assigned 10 of these commonplace journals, each worth 1% of your total grade for a total of 10%. These journals will have two parts to them, both of which are required in order to receive full credit. Don't worry about having the correct interpretation. Just do your best to try and explain in your own words why this quote is interesting and why this quote is important to the claims made in the author in question, by the author in question. Part 1, quotes and annotations. 5 handwritten quotes from the selection assigned, all of which will be annotated. By annotated, I mean that after each quote, we will answer the following questions. Why did we pick this quote? What about this quote interests us? And finally, what is the quote's importance to the author's overall goal in selection? For your annotation section, instead of separating your responses to these questions individually, do your best to answer these all together in a paragraph or two. Try to shoot for your annotations to be around 3 to 5 sentences. Part 2, questions. Write down 2 to 3 questions you have about the assigned reading selection, which you would feel comfortable sharing in class or amongst others in a potential group activity. These questions can be simple questions which seek clarification. They can be more objection-oriented, but you need to include at least 2 questions for the full assignment credit. I've included a link here to an example from a previous student in a previous semester, which shows what a scanned handwritten commonplace journal, which is both ready for submission and which you need full credit for in the link here. Right, this student has quote 1, annotation 1, quote 2, annotation 2, quote 3, annotation 3, quote 4, annotation 4, quote 5, annotation 5. And then their questions. That's precisely what I'm looking for. However, for accessibility purposes, I've also included a typed commonplace journal in order for you all to be able to see the structure of the assignment, but please note that the journals are to be handwritten, scanned, and compiled into a single PDF in order to get credit for your assignment. Instructions for how to submit a handwritten assignment to Canvas has been included in the section directly below. You will note that in the student's journal, they have separated quotes and annotations, the first part from their questions, the second part, which is precisely what I'm looking for. For quotes, annotations, and questions that are complete, thoughtful, and engage critically with their assigned readings, you will receive full credit on your assignments. I've included directions here as to how to submit your handwritten assignment to Canvas. There's a variety of different ways, as you can see here. Many of you have iPhones, and so using the Notes app on iPhone, you can click the icon for a new note on the bottom of the screen, click the camera icon, and select Scan Documents. You can take a picture of your handwritten work, page by page. Once all pages are scanned, click Save, and then Done. Then click on the 3 dots in the upper right corner of the app. From here, you can choose where to send a copy of the document. The easiest way to submit to Canvas is to send the document as an attachment in an email. Save it to your computer. Select that file after clicking Submit Assignment on Canvas. There's also the Canvas app, a scanner, right, and a manual photo transfer on Microsoft Word, which would work perfectly. There's a variety of different ways in which you can submit your assignment, but I just do encourage you to compile it into one single document. On weeks in which commonplace journals are assigned, the idea is that your homework for the week is to complete a commonplace journal for a first reading that is assigned the following week. The purpose of this is to incentivize you all to read before and also have questions prepared to ask during class or to ask your fellow peers during discussion posts and so on. Thus, your commonplace journals will typically be due Sundays at 11:59, and feedback will be given to um, will be given to you via Canvas within 48 to 72 hours after your assignment due date. Hopefully, this answered any questions that you have regarding commonplace journals. And I hope if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me over email or Canvas. Thank you very much.